Hello my friends, my name is Roman and this is a first tutorial about JavaScript. Today we will talk about variables and data types. So for the beginning I will show you the structure of our files. Here we have our HTML, here we have CSS just for displaying this our names, and here we have our script file, JavaScript file, and we will write here some our examples. So let's begin. Okay, what is variable? Just imagine some storage. You want to save your data for some time and later use it. You want to store your data in your computer. So for this purpose is the was made variables. Just imagine like box where you can put some value and later use it, as I told before. Okay, so how to declare, how to create this our storage in a computer. We should to write in script file keyword var from variable, and later put some name for it, my variable for example, and that's all. So now we have here our storage, and later we can assign any value we want. So to this, for example, its declaration here we assigned it by here is in identifier keyword, here is operator of assignment, and here our literal. Also we can write it more shorter, just like this, and also it will work. So how can we use our variable? We can, for example, for now, just I will show you the example. We can console log, we can log this to our console, as I told. You see, for example, we can change it to any Bob, for example, Bob, whatever. So it was how to declare it, but also I want to show you the how we should to give a name for our variables. Here you can see that it begins from lowercase and next word is uppercase. That's why its names is camel case. But it's always writes like this, camel. I mean first word lowercase and the next from uppercase, and between them there are no space. Okay, no white space. Okay, so what signs we can use, what letters or signs we can use on declaring of our variables? We can give name like this, for example, so it's underscore, and I will show you that it works. It's here without any any underscore, here with underscore, and I will show you that let's give here my name. I like my name more. Here variable, and just also give a name $sign. Also it's 3 cases when we can start our word and the signs we can use it from the beginning. I mean, and here is a dollar sign. So let's save it, and you see everything is works. But what we will get if we will start from the number, we shouldn't to do it. So I will show you. For example, 1. Because parser later will understand that it's not our identifier, and it's will miss with number this variable, so it's not used for here. You see, it's an invalid or unexpected token. We have our bug here in the 7th row. Okay. I showed, but if we will put here number whatever, and we will log it, so we will see that everything works. Oh, please. So it's the names that we signs that we can use in our variables. But if we want to give some name, but we should do some case where we use it. For example, my name. So it's good practice to later for another user or another programmer, another your teammate or another guy who will use your code, and for you also in some time later in, for example, in 1 year, when you back to your code, you should to understand what this variable do. So that's why it's best practice is to give name that the case where you function of this your variable. But we have a list of words that we shouldn't to give the names to variables. It's reserved words in JavaScript. I will show you. We have here for now. Here these words reserved for now, because they are uses in right now. But this is for the future specifications. This is, for example, for strict mode. So this word shouldn't be used as variable. Just give some, for example, while. Just okay. From settled. Okay, whatever. Debugger. Let's give debugger. You see, it's even item. Our editor, text editor, show that it's shouldn't be used because it's reserved. But if we will try to log it, it also gives us error. So wherever with what we should while at the beginning, let's use it while and while. Ta-da! Also it's a reserved word, but if we will give, for example, like this, but it's also not good practice, but everything will be work. Okay. So this is a reserved word. You can remember them or write here, write somewhere to your text editor or whatever. Just should to know them. Okay. So also I want to note that JavaScript is a case-sensitive programming language. So just it is. For example, my name and it's my name and for example, my name, it's a totally different variables for JavaScript. Just imagine Roman new. Okay, and you see it's we gave the it's understand like different. Oh, okay, I will show you better example. Just see Roman U, because it's from the uppercase, and here we will see it's just Roman. It's because another variable. Okay, so it's just remember the JavaScript that it's a case sensitive programming language. So what I want to tell right now, we talked about declaring variables, what are variables, but what data types we can store in our variables. They are two types of variables, data types. They are primitive and object, primitive type and object type. So for the beginning, I will show you primitive types. My string, again, Roman. Why not? I like my name. Okay, it's a string. Okay, just write here string. It's also number. Number is like this. It's also we can write with comma. It's remember, it's all numbers. It's not like in more typist, more strict programming languages where you should to write what is number, or it's a double, or it's a float. Each number is a with a float, with a comma in JavaScript. Another type is Boolean. It's we have also, it's a logical type. We have only two choices, or true or false. True, for example. And another two data types are undefined. It's undefined, and null. My null. So this is 5 types of data in JavaScript. It's a primitive. Let's console log of them. Each of them. Here undefined, and here we will log unexpected number. Yes, with dot. Sure. Okay. String is number. It's a my boolean. It's a no boolean type. It's undefined and null. So we can also check the type of data that we stored in variable. So it's with using keyword type of, and it's just for check. I will show you that all of them are So what we expect here will be type of this string, here number, here boolean, here undefined, and we will see what will we see in type of null. Okay, store it, and let's see string, number, boolean, undefined, and object. That's why always null, its type of null is object, because it's conceptual is this null is an empty object, so it's a conception of JavaScript language. Okay, so it was a primitive types. I will write here and also we have in JavaScript we have object type. Types. What are them? Let's look at simple example. Just also I'll tell you that all of this type we will talk about later, but for now it's just a general conception. Okay, my object with the curly braces and name, and here we write some string. This is a simple object. Also we have another type is array. And we can this with this brackets, and we store with a comma each of data types, number, Roman, here we can write a boolean type, and it's an array. Also we have a function, my function, and it writes like this. Function yes, and here okay, and also we have a regular expression in JavaScript, my reg expression, and let's write it like a, b plus c. It's a regular expression. So this is a force of four types of object types. Let's now check this the object types, like for now let's give here empty space to, or 1 second, I'll do it like this. And here we will add object types. That's and okay, and here put my object, my array, my function, and my regular expression. Okay, let's write a regular expression. but for now let's remove the type of, we'll check it later. And now let's see. You see, it's how it looks like our object, here how it looks like our array, here how it looks like our function. That's do nothing. It was just an example, and here our regular expression. And now check the types of our each this data. Refresh. You see, object, function, and object. And generally even function, but we will talk also about later, but even function is in JavaScript is acts like an object. So it's that's why all of types are very similar to objects. Okay, we have here our variables. Let's see the also I want to tell that there are immutable types and mutable and immutable. That's it means that primitive types we can't use when we have this our data. We can't change it. We can I mean we can declare it in new number, but later we can't change it from external. I mean you can't this data can't be mutated. I mean you can declare another value, but the value you have declared you can't change it. But array or object types you can, because here we have links to our data, but not so for example this object have links here, but not the data as like here this primitive data. Okay, so it was just this data types, so you see all this. And also I want to tell you about this side effect. Just interested in saying that I guess you know it, but if you are new, so you're welcome to see how it works. For example, let's just a simple example where A, B, and C, and assign some value to these variables. Let's see. I will show you example. B, C, it means and assign 99, and what we will log, what we'll get. Let's check it. What we have stored in our variables. B and here C. Okay. Save it, and ta-dam, we have 99, 99, and 99. It's because we have here assigned just look at this from the just part step by step. Here we have declared our variables, we stored our storages, we have our boxes here, and here this box 1, and we assign some data from right side, and to JavaScript to assign this value should to calculate the what is this in the right side, and when it starts calculate here, it's see that we have b, it's also a variable, and it's assigned, we assigned c, this part, and then it should to calculate again the c part, c it and we assign 99 to c, and then when we have value of this, it means 99, we assign it to b, and when we have value here, we assign it to a. It's just how to explain, like this, and later it's two sides assignment. Okay, so I told you, I showed you what are variables, what are data types. So for today, that's all. What in the next lessons we will talk more about JavaScript, and this small course we will talk more detailed. Okay, so for today that's all. Just watch the next videos. Please subscribe our channel to watch the new videos about JavaScript and theory and practice. Please, if you like this video, press like. If you don't like it, please dislike. And if you have some comments, or you have some propositions, or you have some ideas, just please write them in the comments. Okay, so for today that's all. Thanks for watching my video. So see you in the next lesson. Bye.